Hello, my lovelies. How you doing? What day is it today? It's Thursday, I think. Yes. In any case, I hope you're having a great week so far. I've got a sore, got a blister or something down there. I think I'm eating hot stuff. But anyway, I noticed it's been nearly just over 3 weeks since we reacted to Slapped Ham. So, the one I went through the videos. I think from the thumbnail, there's going to be probably a clip. I got a feeling, probably, there's going to be a couple of clips that we might have seen in other ones. You know, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they said in Never Know Whitey. But this is scary moments that will fill your fright. I like the sound of that. So, anyway, so as always, he likes to show previews, etc. So what I'm going to leave my square here, so it helps, you know, because it's very hard to look away sometimes. But as you know, the best you can is look away. You know, no spoilers.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham.
Hey, Callum.
Today we're looking at some super scary video clips that may just give you nightmares. But as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this.
Let's do this.
Diego Speakers is a popular creator who documents his supposed hauntings on TikTok. To date, the creator has garnered 54.2 million likes, with several videos reaching close to 100 million views each. In this first video, we hear a furious banging sound coming from the bathroom. With camera in hand, the TikToker goes to inspect.
I think I can't remember if I've seen that one, but I think I know the household. And the thing is, I'm not sure because they're too good. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I mean, these days, yes, I know it's hard to, you know, prove stuff or disprove stuff because, well, it's not hard to disprove stuff, but you know what I mean? In terms of, like, you could have something really convincing. Like, because Tim Morozov's good at it, you know, and there's various people who do really good editing. But you know what I mean? It's like, I always say is anyone out there who fakes your stuff, you deserve a slap, you know, because it's seriously, it's a pain in the ass. You may get you views, but it's hindering people who actually genuinely want to see some good shit. But don't get me wrong, it's still freaky though, even if something is fake. So.
In this next clip, the sound of a child's laughter can be heard echoing through the house.
Thing is, he's got.
Yet when he goes to inspect the area, there's no one there.
I think it was the one I'm on about.
In this last video, the TikToker hears more childish laughter. This time, it sounds as though it's coming from his daughter's bedroom.
So, I mean,
take a look at what he manages to capture on camera.
Because we don't hear his daughter, so it could be his daughter laughing.
Amy?
Oh! So, you know, so let's just say this is fake. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not saying it's genuine, but let's just say this is fake. It could be easily done by, you know, in the sense of her. What do you call it? Her laughing, because we don't hear her daughter throughout this video because she's like, possessed or affected. But she could have been making the laughter. You know what I mean? Oh, scratch.
The ghostly child appears once more. However, as the TikToker approaches his daughter, it vanishes, and his daughter seems to be in an unresponsive, trance-like state.
But what I must admit, which is really freaky as hell, man. And, you know, no judgment. I'm not being harsh or anything like that. You know, I'm not judging people by because my bedroom's right state, etc. You know what I mean? But they don't strike me as someone who can afford, like, high-tech, really cool gear. Because, yeah, I'm sure there's probably a way... Well, they do it in Hollywood films. There's a way you can edit out a cut, isn't there? But this is a mobile phone. And you don't see a cut. He just goes around... You know, it's
Unfortunately, this is where the footage ends, but if you want to check out more, head over to his TikTok account for more creepy videos documenting the eerie happenings around his house. It's well worth checking out. As always, there's links in the description box down below.
That's the other thing that sort of puts a discredit on it is, don't get me wrong, TikTok can be a fountain of knowledge. You can have, like, doctors on there, so, you know, making videos and stuff like that, and you know what I mean. But there are lots of ghost trends out there which are fake. You know what I mean? Hello, little boy.
Niño.
Oh, man.
This next image was posted to Reddit by user Tight Bodybuilder 638. The uploader claims that the photo was supposedly sent to him by their cousin, whose friend saw this mysterious figure in a Bulgarian village at around 3 a.m. There's apparently a local legend linked to the figure, one of a woman with one hand who supposedly passed away 30 years prior. Eerily, the figure in the picture, according to some viewers, appears to be missing a hand. While it's hard to see at first, when the photo's lightened up, you can see it a little clearer. Bulgarian folklore is a rich tapestry woven from centuries of shared beliefs, stories and traditions, some of which centre around the supernatural and the macabre. Ghost stories in particular play a vital role in Bulgarian culture, serving to
Techno goes when he's close.
Explain the unexplainable, instill moral values, and simply provide an eerie tale for dark nights. One of the most popular Bulgarian ghost stories is that of Samodiva or Willed Alone. The Samodivas are bewitching woodland nymphs.
Hey, if they look like that, I'd go in the river, wouldn't you? It's less frightening than the Grudge bitch, you know what I mean?
It's known for their unparalleled beauty and enchanting voices. Dressed in diaphanous white gowns and crowned with wreaths of wild flowers, they dance and sing in the moonlight. Legend has it that any man who stumbles upon them is entranced, lured into their dance until he perishes of exhaustion or madness. Despite their fearsome reputation, the Samodivas are also guardians of nature and are often invoked to keep the woodland's mystical balance. Even more chilling is the story of Karadonzul. These vampiric entities are said to be the souls of those who have died suddenly or violently, returning to terrorise the living. As per the tales, a Karadonzul can transform into a wolf or dog, and it roams the countryside at night, spreading fear and dread.
That's the thing, you see. What's I quick say? Is that's the thing, you see. In a lot of these cultures, we also forget. I'm not saying any of their folklore is true, but I'm just saying we do forget because you hear so much cliche like, "Oh, witchcraft, demons, and blah," you know, all this garbage that people spout about or misrepresent. It's kind of like we forget that in history, or if you just look at mythology or folklore, any of that, even what we perceive to be like evil deities are not technically evil deities. They respond in accordance with the person they're dealing with. So if it's a wicked person, you know, say, for example, you're cruel to children, they'll teach you in the sense of someone who, you know what I mean? They'll treat you in kind, as it were. You know what I mean? If you're a decent person, then you know what I mean. They'll treat you okay. So you know, I'm not saying it's true of all creatures of mythology, but you know what I mean. But we forget about folklore. You know what I mean? Especially like woodland spirits. You know, it depends who they're dealing with. You know what I mean?
Protect oneself from these spectral beasts, one must carry garlic or a cross, as these creatures despise holy symbols and certain strong scents. Recent sightings of the creepy dancing lady in nearby Serbia have also sparked widespread interest and speculation. Reports
It's just a woman pissed out of her skull.
first began emerging from the historic city of Novi Sad, where locals and tourists alike
Rah, rah, Rasputin. That's what you want playing, isn't it?
reported spotting a strange woman swathed in traditional Serbian attire dancing eerily through the city streets at night.
She's pissed, mate. People, they're pissed.
Uburas.
Some speculate on her
maybe not.
backstory, suggesting she might be a ghost.
Oh, I know it's cold in here. I've got a dressing gown on, but I actually had. I had the bullfrog there, or chicken. For those of you who are new to the channel, I wanted something unique to my channel. I don't want to copy other channels' expressions. So, and because sometimes if I get really bad chicken skin, it literally looks like bumps on my skin like a frog. So I called it a bullfrog. So yeah, well, that gave me, but it could be a friend there pissed about. But in general, you see someone dancing on the street. Oh God. See someone dancing on the street like that. It's like they're pissheads, aren't they? I mean, come on. Why is it, like I say, with any of these footages where it's Bigfoot and all sorts of stuff, why do we jump to the extreme answer first? Think small, work your way up. Is it a pisshead? Could be a pisshead. Excuse me language, but you know what I mean?
A time traveller, or even just a performance artist making a statement.
Or a pisshead.
So does this eerie image of the one-armed lady show evidence of one of the many spirits thought to haunt this part of the world? Let me know what you think in the comments down below.
Could be pareidolia. Because it's a bit potatoey, you know what I mean?
Sleepwalking, also known as somnambulism, is a behaviour disorder that originates during deep sleep and results in walking or performing other complex behaviours while asleep. Because a sleepwalker typically remains in a deep state throughout the episode, they may be difficult to awaken and will probably not remember the incident.
Can I just say, also to interject here, I won't say what sort of content that I'm on about, but you know which ones I'm on about. Okay, solid. You see it, which is so lame, especially in plot and drama. Well, they try to add a bit of drama to adult content, but adult content or just horror films or flicks or anything you see in the entertainment world, from horror films to adult entertainment, they go, "Oh, you mustn't wake up a sleepwalker. You could kill them." No. If you live on, if you say for example you've got a bedroom with a balcony, the safest thing to do is to run up to them, wake them up. Obviously, not like go like that, or or grab them aggressively. Do it gently. Grab them, stop them from walking off the balcony, because that's what could happen. And just gently shake them, going, "Come on, darling," or "Come on, dear," or whoever you talk to. "Come on, mate." You know what I mean? And then but you can wake them up. The whole idea you can't wake them up is bollocks. And it's so it's so lame in films. It's plot armor in horror films. Oh, we mustn't wake them up because they'll die. No, you might save their life. Especially if it's a Freddy Krueger film. Wake them up because Freddy's coming. But also in adult entertainment, it's just like, so it's bollocks. But yeah, it's actually safer. It's actually better. It's more safer for them if you wake them up, because there's one woman, I can't remember her name now, but she does a channel and she shows her really bad sleepwalking. And she's been known to run off out the front door down the street in her pyjamas, and her husband had gone and run after her. But imagine if she's walking along, she could walk in a train. You know what I mean? You have to wake them up and then take them back to bed. It's
This next clip, uploaded to TikTok by Alexander the Titan, we see a sleepwalker in action.
There's nothing scary about it. It's weird, it's mental, but...
It's a little after 3 in the morning.
Tissue afterwards.
He soon begins to talk inaudibly before fiddling with the blinds.
It's funny because they kind of enact sometimes. It's like this woman, she got some food out and was feeding some guests who weren't there. It's fucking, it's just hilarious. If you could, you know, because she actually, that's what she did. She filmed herself and then used it as entertainment. Bless her. Fair play to her. It's like she grabbed a load of tins of baked beans and just chucked them out the front lawn. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's hilarious. It's weird and disturbing, but it's actually hilarious. When it's like they look out blinds, talk to teddy bears. It's just really random. You know what I mean? It's just mental. It's like a piss head. They act like piss heads, but you know.
He then heads outside where something eerie happens. Strangely, the man notes that he didn't go to bed in the sweater that we see him dressed in throughout the video.
I know it's probably nothing freaky, but that actually... Oh, I hate it when people scream. Yeah, but to be fair, can I just say though, we haven't seen the beginning of the footage, so how do we not know he wasn't that sweater? Two, when people sleepwalk, they all put on different clothes. Plus, he could be acting, we don't know.
While the sight of the sleepwalking man is rather eerie, it seems that this video might also have a paranormal twist. In fact, in the description, the man mentions that he moved out of his last apartment because he thought it was haunted. If you watch closely, at about the 15-second mark in the video, what appears to be an empty water bottle can be seen moving, seemingly all by itself.
Oh, well spotted. Oh, and the thing on the wall there.
At the same time, a mysterious light ascends into the sky and the decoration on the wall by the door begins to swing back and forth.
And the thing is, I can't see any mapping dot, because there's usually a dot they put there to like mask for helped masking software program thingy.
Could it be that this possible paranormal behaviour is somehow linked to the man's sleepwalking habits? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, if you're a sleepwalker yourself, let me know if you've done anything creepy while asleep.
The moving objects is weird, but I wouldn't say sleepwalking is necessarily paranormal. I mean, you know what I mean? It's something that happens to quite a few people, you know what I mean? It's just... Because it's not just really a scream, it's your imagination. My brain is more fucking disturbing than a lot of these videos.
In February 2020, Redditor Revered Transcendence.
It's like cosmic horror Lovecraft shit. You need, well, or not necessarily that. I mean, you get desensitized to that, but I mean, it's that scale of stuff. You mean it's just.
And his wife attended a ghost tour in Williamsburg, Virginia. While reviewing the photos afterwards, the poster found an anomaly in one of the images that wasn't easily explained. He believes the mysterious figure might be a paranormal entity for several reasons. Firstly, no one could have been in front of him when the photo was taken, as all tour participants were behind a rope barrier. Secondly, he believes the anomaly couldn't be a shadow, as none were apparent in any other photos taken at the time, and no one was standing behind the narrator with a light that could have projected one. The poster also assures that the photo hasn't been doctored for attention or likes, and that he's now sharing the image on Reddit to get others' thoughts and feedback. Gazing at the figure itself, it looks dark and shadowy and appears to be missing its head.
Looks like a watercolour.
Williamsburg, Virginia, with its rich history dating back to colonial times, is known for its numerous ghost stories and is a popular destination for ghost tours. One of the most well-known ghost stories from Williamsburg is that of the Lady in White at the Peyton Randolph House.
Lady
The ghost is believed to be
White.
that of Anne Randolph, who fell from the balcony of the house in the 18th century. Visitors to the house have reported seeing a figure in white on the balcony or hearing the sound of a woman crying. Another ghost tale involves the public jail, one of the oldest prisons in America. It's said to be haunted by the spirits of prisoners who were held and often executed there. Reports include hearing the clanging of chains, seeing shadowy figures, and feeling a cold presence. The old Bruton Parish Church, established in 1674, is also said to be haunted. Parishioners and visitors have reported seeing ghostly members of the congregation attending services or walking through the graveyard at night. One ghost reportedly seen frequently is that of a former rector of the church, the Reverend Roland Jones. The College of William and Mary, the second oldest institution of higher learning in the United States, also has its share of ghostly tales. One of the most famous is the story of the phantom dog that roams the campus. The dog, believed to be the spirit of a pet buried nearby, is said to guide lost students back to their dormitories.
Nice.
While it's unclear exactly where in Williamsburg these creepy photos were captured, it seems that they might serve to add to the city's reputation of one of the most haunted in Virginia. Takuchi Camera is a self-described psychic YouTuber who visits many creepy
Psychic.
locations. In this video, he checks out an old abandoned village somewhere in Japan.
そんなことで廃村になるのかなって。
You know this is going to be freaky. It's going to be The Grudge.
Who visits many creepy locations. In this video, he checks out an old abandoned village somewhere in Japan.
そんなことで廃村になるのかなって。
What?
何？あ、トタンか。トタン踏んだ。
With only his camera's light to guide him, he makes his way through the buildings.
よし。すいません。
As he does so, he attempts to piece together the eerie history of the place and perhaps learn the reason as to why this village is now empty. As he wanders around, each building he enters has trash and debris all over the floor, indicating that it's likely been some time since anyone actually lived here.
よし。あれ？
The YouTuber eventually decides to set up camp. However, he soon leaves the tent when something gets his attention.
So I'm not sure what the law is concerning these, but I bet, you know, when it wasn't so frowned upon, I suppose, or whatever. I'm not sure it's. I haven't actually heard people do it in quite a while, but I'm amazed that not a lot of hoarding goes on in these places where you find abandoned houses. You know what I mean? Especially if it's been for years and no one's touched it. You know what I mean? If it's a recent one, then it's a bit dodgy because it could be next to kin or whatever. May come and collect the property and the properties within that abandoned house. But if it's an old place, I'm surprised no one's hoarded the shit out of that, because a lot of antique shops and stuff like that, or junk shops, you know what I mean?
He films the area outside, but seems unable to catch anything on camera.
ちょっと待ってちょっと待って。来てる来てる。いや来てる来てる絶対来てる。
Things soon change when he decides to set up a thermal imaging camera just outside of one of the buildings.
Pardon me?
Take a look at what he's captured.
よし。え、ほらほらほらほらほらほら。あ、なんか来てるなんか来てる。ちょっと待ってちょっと待って。なんかおるなんかおる。
A figure up ahead in the darkness appears to stand up.
ほら、なんかおるなんかおる。マジ。ほら、マジ。なんかおるって。
It turns and begins to slowly make its way closer before suddenly
Mate, you're shining your flashlight at it. You're giving your position away.
running towards the camera. The YouTuber wastes no time in hightailing it out of the area, running off down a dark pathway.
Fucking hell.
The footage then cuts out soon afterwards. So what was the thermal camera able to detect in the abandoned village? Perhaps it was a squatter, one who didn't like their territory invaded by the curious YouTuber. Or
Yeah, but how did he... Again, it's like when they did this Blair Witch number, where the video ends with the camera on the floor. It's kind of like, well, how the... Excuse my French, but how the fuck can they then have uploaded it if something happened to them? If their channel's a notorious channel that's ongoing. You know what I mean? It's like, could have been a mate with him that we don't see.
or did the image show the presence of something a little more mysterious? This
Hopefully it's something
YouTuber
like this.
certainly seems to think so.
来た。ちょっと待って。
This next photo, seen here posted to Reddit by user Murphy Brock's, been floating around the internet for quite some time now. Captured in Tantallon Castle in East Lothian, Scotland, the photograph reportedly shows a figure in 16th or 17th century attire, donned in what appears to be a ruff as it looks down from a decaying window of the castle. Established in the 14th century and situated on an isolated headland close to North Berwick, the Tantallon Castle endured significant damage during an assault by Oliver Cromwell's forces in 1651. The ghostly figure's stern gaze seems to peer down towards the photographer below. Yet the height at which the eerie figure is standing only becomes apparent when you see the full image. If you look closely, the figure doesn't seem to have a body. What makes it even creepier is that the original photographer, Christopher Aitchison, reported to the media that he was not aware of anyone or anything being present in his picture.
I don't know, it looks like a greeny, verdant green uniform with a white frill, from what I'm looking at.
Tantallon Castle, with its rich history dating back to the 14th century, is associated with a number of ghost stories. These include sightings of apparitions of soldiers from Oliver Cromwell's army. Visitors have also reported hearing unexplained sounds, such as the clashing of swords, screams and cries echoing through the ruin, especially during the late evening and at night time. Given its long history and the many battles it's witnessed, it's perhaps not surprising that the Tantallon Castle is considered one of the most haunted locations in Scotland. This photo is particularly notable as there were no mannequins or costumed guides at the Tantallon Castle at the time it was taken. Furthermore, multiple photographic experts, including some from the Photographic Unit of Police Scotland,
As far as we know.
have confirmed that the photo doesn't appear to have been tampered with.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So, we'll throw this one over to you, the viewer, for final judgment. Does it really show a ghost? Or is there another way to explain this mysterious figure? Let us know down below.
Does it look like it's a hard spot to get up to, if it makes sense? Because the ones directly next to it are empty, so it looks like there's going to be a drop or something. So, yeah, and it's interesting that the police thought it was interesting in the sense that it didn't show tampering or something. Yeah.
Before we take a look at an eerie encounter that's taken place in the Philippines, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our creepy and mysterious videos. This next video on our list was uploaded to the YouTube channel Ghost23. In it, we see an explorer as he's about to begin a trek deep into the Filipino wilderness. He makes his way past waterfalls and dense forests, supposedly in search of the mysterious Encanto, a supernatural being prevalent in Filipino folklore.
That's a new
These
one, I haven't
mythical
heard it.
creatures are often portrayed as ethereal beings, noted for their enchanting beauty and mesmerizing allure, bearing resemblances to humans but exuding an otherworldly charm that sets them apart. They're believed to inhabit natural elements such as large trees, bodies of water, mountains, and the air, living in a parallel realm that coexists with the human world. Encantos are renowned for their ability to bestow gifts, blessings, and good fortune upon humans who show them respect or do them favours. However, they can also bring about misfortune and illness if disrespected or offended. These stories and beliefs about
That's what I said earlier about the attitudes and stuff, isn't it?
Encantos are deeply woven into the cultural fabric of the Philippines, often serving as cautionary tales to respect nature and the unseen. The explorer's trek eventually leads him to what appears to be a narrow, rocky passage that contains a rushing stream. He cautiously makes his way through, moving towards the light on the other side. Suddenly, he turns his camera and spots something rather unnerving.
Wow, sino ka po?
Oh, hello.
The mysterious figure stares towards the explorer and seems to usher him closer by waving its hand before disappearing into the dense thicket.
Yeah, but if it's not just me, I'm sorry to interrupt him, but at the feet of that figure, looks like someone kneeled down like that, pulling on a dress or something as well. Look where its feet are.
Sino ka?
Oh no, it's just a bush, but... Oh. Oh. Go on, son.
The man heads
Get ready.
over and takes a look around, but there doesn't seem to be anything there.
Yeah, I thought that little plant was a piggy thing.
Sino ba
Too
kayo?
slow, mate, too slow.
Hello?
Seemingly spooked by the encounter, the man begins to trek back the way he came.
Ano, Stevie? Ano tayo dito?
However, when he reaches a lower clearing, he turns to take another look at the waterfall above.
Yun, mga kabisli mo, yun o!
And there, standing above the
Ooh.
rushing water, is the mysterious figure once again.
Tawang akbar. Pero,
I'd wave, I'll say that, sorry love, but I'm not going back up there.
So could this figure be the legendary Filipino spirit known as Encanto? Let me know your
Encanto.
take on this peculiar incident in the comments down below.
pero... Mababa na. Eh,
Now, if you love mysterious videos, then check out the rest of our catalogue. There's an episode right there. Otherwise, there's a massive paranormal playlist there you can binge on. Now, if you love what we do here at Slapped Ham, then consider supporting us through a YouTube membership. There's a little join button there that lists all the perks of our channel. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.
No, we've done Shadow Man. Sorry. Ignore that. Well then. Not all of them scare me a fright. There's some, that one, the little girl I've seen before, but no, it was good. It's still freaky. Slapped Ham does not disappoint. He doesn't disappoint. Yeah. So, let me know if you were freaked out. Let me know what your favourite bit was, or just in general, let me know what you think. So, thanks for sitting through this and watching us with me, and don't forget to, if you haven't already, not only subscribe to this channel and hit the like and all that jazz, but also to go over to Slapped Ham and subscribe and do the thing, as it were, as their saying goes. Anyway, so in the next video, Take care and sleep tight.
Mashed potato?